At the Texas Academy of Leadership in the Humanities at Lamar University, students develop critical leadership abilities by participating in service projects.
They can actually go and organize a program to solve the problem, and of course that's going to just have this huge domino effect, and I know it's going to have a really positive impact on our future here in Texas and the nation.
Academy students who complete their last 2 years of high school and their first 2 years of college simultaneously give of their time in numerous ways.
In school, I've learned a lot about leading and serving others, and kind of in this program I get to teach kids over the course of the year how to lead and how to serve others and how to be the best leaders that they can possibly be.
Grace O'Neill and her classmates at the Academy are in their second year of teaching leadership at Martin Elementary School in Beaumont. O'Neill sees the program as a stepping stone toward her goal of being an education leader and starting schools in developing countries.
This learning how to interact with children, how to teach children, how children think is really going to be, I can see it's going to be really important in me going forward in the future and helping children.
Principal Ted Stuberfield has already seen the impact of the program on his students.
Kids have provided good leadership within the classroom based upon the lessons that they've learned from the Lamar students.
A program at the Hotel Beaumont retirement community has had similar success.
I love it. I love seeing their faces and listening to them as they tell us how much they love it.
Each week, Academy students entertain Hotel Beaumont residents with music, trivia, dancing, and other activities.
We try to vary it up, like lots of us are musically talented and lots of us have other talents, and this is a good way to show it off and give the elders a good time.
Because things tend to be they tend to feel kind of slow at the beginning, but if you actually start connecting with them, if you actually start talking with them, getting to know them, dancing with them, and all that, I mean, it's like you actually connect with them. I like that.
I guess it's generations just communicating with each other, and we learn great things about when they were younger, and then we get to fill them in on what's going on now, so it's pretty awesome.
Many students juggle multiple service projects, thriving on opportunities to learn and to help others.
I have 4 service projects. So I'm rushing all morning at Fletcher Elementary, and then I have classes all day, and then I go to the art museum, and then I rush over here. But it's a lot of fun, and it's really worth it. And we all pile into cars, and we all, drive the speed limit and get here as quickly as possible, and then we all pile back in, and the juniors go to study hall and the seniors go study themselves or go do homework or get ready for next week, because there's a lot of planning that goes into this.
Students are sometimes reluctant in the beginning, but that feeling never lasts long.
After a couple of weeks, when they get the positive feedback from the people they're serving, they really have a growing sense of, I can make a good difference in the world. And that's how they grow. It impacts every part of their lives. I mean, they get confidence academically, they grow what we call social skills, and they have a really positive hope for the future. It's a great project.
Both on her own and as part of Lamar University's Artists Commons student organization, Robyn Voight has honed her artistic education through service. But working on projects with her fellow art students has its advantages.
Well, it's a lot more fun. You have more entertainment, people you know, and even though it's work, it doesn't feel like it since you're with a bunch of your friends.
With her friends and the encouragement of their faculty sponsor, Voight has helped paint a mural in downtown Beaumont and assisted other arts organizations. She has drawn portraits for military veterans and given her art to numerous charitable causes.
It just makes you feel good. I mean, you know that your art's getting seen by people, which I guess as an artist, you know, to be successful, you have to get your work out. But above all, you're making a difference to somebody.
Yeah, y'all worked hard out here.
Students in the Reese Construction Management Program spent a full Saturday, sun-up to sundown, installing a wheelchair ramp at the home of an elderly Beaumont resident. Their work designing and building the ramp began much earlier, though, in their lab on campus.
So we learn things in class, but you know, you never really know it until you get the true experience of doing it. So we kept it really organized, and we did all the scheduling and all the estimating as if it was, you know, a sort of a big construction project, you know.
The ramp has been a big help to Bobby Henry's 93-year-old mother and her family.
My mom had gotten so she was dependent on assistance, you know, from us and from the wheelchair, and it was too hard. We couldn't even take the wheelchair down the steps. We were fearful of her falling.
Richardson enjoyed the work and is looking forward to his next class project, making improvements to a city disc golf course.
Like I said, it's a learning experience for one thing, and it's also good for the program. It, you know, gets our names out there, and it helps other people. And it's fun to do. It's what we like to do and what we're here to learn. So.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Y'all did a wonderful job.
Oh, I appreciate it very much.
My compliments to all.
Volunteering in a hospital pediatrics unit has reinforced classroom lessons for pre-med major Lauren James, and sometimes put her a step ahead of the class.
And this year I took a medical terminology class, and I learned that that meant nothing per oral and where it came from and like the roots from it and stuff, and so that was really cool to have what I learned here be applied to what I learned in class and vice versa.
It's also helped confirm her career plans.
It's definitely increased my passion and my love for medicine, being able to go in and see a child that's all bright in the face and I can tell that they are getting better, and just being able to interact with patients.
James, who learned of the need through Lamar's American Medical Student Association chapter, expects her work at the hospital to open doors for her.
Because it's the only opportunity I have to work in a hospital before I go off into medical school in a couple of years, and I've met a few doctors here that hopefully I can shadow in the future and over the summer that'll give me even more experience.
We've done 2 major parts of our project already.
The engineering project that Ritchie Acosta and his fellow members of Lamar University's Engineers Without Borders chapter are working on will bring a safer and more sanitary environment to a school in northern Belize.
So we've kind of had to brainstorm a lot in order to come up with the solution, because there's not a manual to say this is what you have to build in Chinooks. It's just going to be based on our knowledge and what best suits the school.
The engineering students are designing a restroom structure and a waste treatment system for the school to replace primitive facilities in place now.
I think that the problem-solving skills that we've learned in class have made it a lot easier. Here we're faced with a real-world problem that's going to impact many lives, so we really have to think about it hard.
Acosta and his senior design team had strong support from Lamar faculty from the time they proposed the project.
The teachers were very impressed, and they were coming up to us offering their help. So that was very encouraging for us, and also very valuable for us to know that we have their support, because we know we can't do it by ourselves.